Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
The
tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff. Devontae Freeman looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
49.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At that 8-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Jaguars nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Going up top. An incomplete and excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Tackle made at the 16.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll look to run with Ingram. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 to score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Hurt sets up to throw it. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Here's Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Joe decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the 16-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Ingram, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And we've got a penalty marker down here as he's able to get this only to the 20-yard line. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's McCoy. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars.
To number 13.
Mike Evans, 76 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He'll try and run it. 1st down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, Hurts going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Complete.
Mike Evans, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Ravens 21, Jaguars 14. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 59 yards.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind you're thinking Lamar Jackson getting the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Jimmy Smith.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins as the first half is winding down as the Ravens push further out in front. Now he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Makes the score, Ravens 35. Jaguars 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Jaguars.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll give this one to Ingram to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Down at the 26.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Jackson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play that time for the Ravens. 43 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now it's Jackson. And he almost intercepted it.
Jackson.
They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Freeman again. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Freeman on the handoff.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
And a Jaguar 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Just like that.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Hurts. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
I don't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Third down.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 22, here's second and 8. Now Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. Third down here.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a third and 8. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
By the Jaguars. They'll take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a third and 2. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got Evans. And down inside the 15 he goes. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Jaguars.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a second down.
And 5 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Westbrook.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Jacksonville.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Lambo on for the extra point. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
J.K. Dobbins.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Baltimore.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the counter, Ingram. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judah. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski.
Hurts pass.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
13. But it's 3rd down.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
First down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
On the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Gronk that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Peters on the coverage.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them. Easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally